I fucked up my funnel for 5 years and it's kind of embarrassing, but I want to share with you what I did wrong and how I fixed it. Because if you're an online business owner, if you're like a course creator or a content creator, then these lessons are going to be kind of helpful because I wish I knew them 5 years ago when I started in the content creation game and created my first online course called the Motorcycle Mindset Academy. This course I was really proud of. I still am really proud of, and I still sell to this day. And I hosted on Kajabi. And about a month ago, I started to dive deeper into like the exact mechanics of the sales funnel, kind of the flow of someone opting into, a email sequence or even to my free motorcycle riding guide. So what does that look like from like the start of that sales journey, opting in all the way through to someone purchasing and, getting the course from me? And the reason I was looking into this is because I'm preparing for maternity leave in a couple of months from my online business and podcast. And I thought, well, I want to have all of my automations like super wrapped up, super tight. I need to close any loops and need to figure out like exactly what this flow looks like so I can just kind of do one and done and feel really happy that it is on brand and aligned with my business and where I'm headed. So, what did I start with? Okay, so the first mistake is kind of hilarious. This is how I started to fuck up my funnel. My opt in page that I created about 5 years ago was really hard to read. I had this picture as like the hero banner image in the background that I thought was really cool. It was of a woman riding a motorcycle, but the font and the text overlay was completely visually lost in front of the picture. So not only did I have a picture that wasn't appropriate, but I had text that was visually very hard to read. And I wasn't giving anyone a reason to opt in. It was just like, I think it was ride motorcycles, live your freedom life, and then maybe kind of one subtext, and then the opt in email, subscribe, or, put your name, put your email. So that was the first thing I did is I fucked up my opt in page. It was really, really hard to read. The second thing I did was also very hilarious. Looking back, because 5 years ago, I had no idea about any of this stuff. I was like very green to this space. I have a background in economics and spent a lot of time at university and grad school. So, like, I didn't exactly come from the school of like email marketing, online marketing, hard knocks. Like, it was all really learned in the process from trial and error, of which this is another one. So, the second thing that I fucked up was I had no email nurture sequence. So hilarious, so basic, like legit the most basic thing that everyone teaches. It's so like step one of creating an online business and having, sales online. So I didn't have an email nurture sequence. So say this person opts into my crazy opt-in page, and then I have one email landing in that inbox of like, hey, here's the thing I promised you. And that was it. I ghosted. So they got one immediate email. I ghosted them, which really was a missed opportunity because here I am creating, like, I'm attracting leads with all my YouTube content that was performing really well in the motorcycle space. So my motorcycle videos really hit really good, really early, and have continued to. So I'm sending this email to like these warm leads and then I'm ghosting them. So I have no way to, keep them warm, to tell them my story, to have a call to action at the end of that email sequence that would sell them into my online course, my Motorcycle Mindset Academy. This I'm just so embarrassed about because such a missed opportunity. I like cringe thinking about this one. So that was the second time I fucked up. The third one is, saying, for example, they opt into this landing page and then somehow they find my online course, which I did not have a CTA for. The landing page for my Motorcycle Mindset Academy was super busy. It was completely overdone. there was a lot going on, and I just redid this like a couple days ago, so it's fresh in my head. It was clunky as fuck. Like, it was visually just so wrong. Too many words. 5 years ago, I was fresh from, like, working in corporate where everyone over explains things, and everything is wordy, and you just think like the more words, the smarter I am. Not the case in online marketing. Keep it fucking simple. And I was overcomplicating this landing page. It was actually insanely confusing. So what I did actually to fix this, I just simplified everything. So the meat was there, like the call to actions were on the landing page, the benefits of the course. I included what was included in my course, the Motorcycle Mindset Academy. I just simplified it right down, like probably cut it down to like a fifth of what it was initially. And the fourth thing, so say they get on this landing page through the customer journey, they're on the landing page for my Motorcycle Mindset Academy, and then they choose to, they're clicking through on a call to action, they're getting to the checkout page of the course. Again, my checkout page was just so overdone. It had too many words. I cannot stress this enough. Keep it simple. Keep it simple, stupid is like what I wish I could go back and tell myself. And what I was doing in that checkout page was like I was reselling it to them, which by the point of in a like well thought out sales funnel, you'd be like, by the time they're at that checkout page, they're like ready to put their card details in. But I was reiterating what was on the landing page. Whereas the checkout page is basically like, you're closing the deal. You want speed because money loves speed. It's like a couple bullets, and now like here's how you pay, with a sense of urgency as the call to action. So my checkout page was like another sales page. It was crazy. I went through, and again, I condensed that down to like a fifth of what it was. It's now extremely simple and streamlined. And what I also did was I moved the payment, so you don't have to scroll down. I moved the payment processor to the top of the page. So that's, again, just like eliminating friction. Get the card out, like, let's go, let's roll. You're committing to yourself. This is an investment. You're going to change your life. This is for you. You made it this far. Let's roll the throttle on this thing. That is another thing that I fucked up really bad, was the checkout page. I know this because I've gone through my Google Analytics, and I was able to see that my landing page actually had a ton of traffic based on the Pinterest pins that I had created were driving all this, like thousands and thousands and thousands of people to this landing page. And the conversion was like so low that I was like, this needs to change. So that's how it all started, like, was pulling that data piece into it to say, okay, I'm clearly am losing a lot of people here, and why am I doing that? So if you are watching this video and you have a funnel, if you have an online product, or, even content creation, if you have any kind of sales funnel, go through and just think about, does it make sense? Are you kind of walking that person through your journey in a logical way? Are you keeping that lead warm? When they get to your offer page, does it make sense? Is it easy to read? Does it flow well? And then is your checkout page really slick and nice so that they can pay and join your community, join your world, and have an amazing experience? When I was looking through my sales funnel, there were a couple things that I thought that I did do well. And those were the email confirmations. So the customer buys the online course. I had like a great email that went through to them and kind of sent them everything, gave them all they needed to know. And then I had a bonus email with additional resources, because I believe in over delivering at the outset, because just providing more value than they initially signed up for, I think is just a great life lesson and a practice to use in every part of your life. Those were 4 ways that I fucked up, and I cannot tell you how happy I am that I discovered these fuck ups, because I was able to go back and correct them pretty easily and bring like a 5-year-old product that exists in my business kind of into the current, vibe of my business, and update it, align it, and feel really good that this product still exists. I felt really proud that I did create it and that I can share these lessons so that anyone out there who has a funnel can also correct it and not fuck up the way that I have as well. If this is resonating with you and you want some business tips and lessons, basically a blueprint for running your online business, then check out my business blueprint below. It has all my strategies, basically step-by-step guide of things on how I'm running in my business at the moment. And this is something that I update regularly, so you're going to want to bookmark this resource, because I'm always tweaking my systems and making them better.